Okay, good evening everybody, and we're talking and we're meditating to help with loneliness, and yeah, unfortunately it's a very common feeling that all of us experiencing once in a while. So first to differentiate between lonely or alone and lonely. Yeah, that alone is that I'm alone, and lonely is a feeling. And lonely come, of course, from the mind, and alone is a situation. Because I can feel lonely with many people, yeah, and I can feel completely comfortable alone, when I'm alone. So it's really a state of mind, and because it's a state of mind, we can work with it. Now, most of us, we are, as a human being, we feel more comfortable with other people, and it's very natural to be wanting to be with somebody else. It's very, very natural. So we shouldn't feel bad, or it's not right and I feel lonely. That's not okay. It's very normal. But if the situation is that we are on our own, and if we start to move into this lonely feeling, we can help ourselves by transforming this feeling, by helping ourselves. So let's dedicate this meditation exactly for that, to transform this feeling of loneliness. So when we feel lonely, usually it's emotion that accompanies with some kind of a body feeling. Maybe we feel some sadness in our heart. Maybe we feel that our breathing is heavy. Or maybe something else. So let's check for ourselves if we can recognize, even from memory, if we don't feel it right now, how is it loneliness for us? What kind of feeling is that? Where does it touches you in your system, in your body? Okay, let's take a minute for that and try to remember, or bring the feeling inside yourself. What happened in the mind? What happened in the body? What happened in the emotional system? Which chakra maybe is affected? How it's affecting the breath? Okay, so when we experiencing this feeling of loneliness, the first thing is to say that we would decide, I am deciding to work with it, because when we feel lonely, the mind start to go into a trip of, can be many thoughts, why it is like this, and, I'll always be like this, so many ideas the mind can create. But we would like to first acknowledge that I feel this feeling of loneliness, and I'm choosing now to transform it. So it's a conscious choice not to be in that place of loneliness. Yeah. So obviously we can go and meet people, we can go for a run, we can do many things, but if we try to use this sort of technique or direction of self-inquiry and inner work, then we go inside and we say, I feel like this, but I'm going to transform it now. And I'm going to transform it not with an external substance or Netflix. I'm going to transform it with internal balancing. Now, we know that always we have a possibility for well-being within us. Even if the body doesn't feel right, or even the emotion doesn't feel right, or our mind doesn't feel right, underneath there is always a possibility for well-being, and that's the basic of what we're doing. That knowledge that I can transform whatever I feel and feel better is the base, is the knowledge, is the wisdom behind the action. So first is the acknowledgement. I feel lonely and I don't like this feeling, and I'm going to do something about it within myself. Number one. Number two, so what are the tools that I'm going to use? Okay. So first, always, is to diagnose. Like anything we do, first we need to know what are we doing. So first we have to diagnose that sense of loneliness. Where is it touching ourselves? Where do we feel it inside us? Yeah. So we're moving the mind from this kind of obsession about how miserable I am into, okay, let's see what's going on. Let's be practical. Okay? So let's assume that we're working on that feeling right now. And even if you don't feel lonely, no worries. Just connect to anything in your body that maybe right now doesn't feel in harmony, because it's the similar method that you can apply to other things. Okay, and then we try to diagnose exactly where the tension is. Is it in the chest? Is it in the throat? Is it more lower in the solar plexus? Where do I feel tension? And how do I recognize the tension? Is it pain? Is it emotion? Is it pressure? Do I want to cry? How do I recognize that? Okay, and once we have it clear, and we can zoom onto the area of the discomfort, then first of all we're just being present with that area, with that object. Now it's normal that, especially if our mind is very agitated, because we've been struggling with that feeling of loneliness or anything else, so it will not be so easy for the mind to stay calm and focus. And if we feel that this is the case, that the mind is agitated, once we recognize where is the tension, we start to direct breath to that area. So let's say that the most common area that loneliness can be affecting us is the heart chakra, maybe solar plexus. So we start to focus on that area and direct the breathing onto that area. Now if we want to be a bit faster in the effect, we can start with a few deep breathing, and when we exhale, we're directing the life force and the breath down towards the lower part of the body, towards the feet, the toes, and outside the body like rays of light. Okay, so let's inhale to the chest, solar plexus area, a bit stronger than normal, and then exhale and visualize that you're guiding the life force, the breath, outside down your legs and outside through the toes to infinity, to space. And the logic to what we do is that normally when we feel not comfortable, especially psychologically, emotionally, the energy is gathered in the upper part of the body. So by breathing and directing the breath down through the legs, feet, toes, and outside, we changing the direction of flow, and immediately we're going to feel much better, elevated. Okay. Inhaling to the area of tension, exhaling and softening. when the systems start to calm down, it's useful to introduce gratitude. And the gratitude is magical to transform our psyche from being miserable to being very comfortable. So just to say thank you. And the mind will say, what do you mean thank you? I feel miserable. Don't listen to that. Because thank you is just magic. So apply magic and then you feel better. Inhaling, thank you. Exhaling, guiding the life force down through the feet, toes and out, thank you. Now we continue with gratitude, but let's widen awareness, because part of being lonely is feeling that we are alone, that there is nobody else there. So it's very important to widen our awareness and to feel that actually, although maybe there is no human being around me, but I am part of life. That's very important. So we're widening our awareness as wide as possible. And we feel that when we inhale, actually we gather the life force into the area of tension from the whole creation. And now instead of exhaling down through the feet, toes and out, let's give it back as if we are sun, back out to the whole creation. Yes, so we're still focusing on the area of tension, but now when we exhale back to the whole creation. Inhale from the whole creation into the area of tension, that maybe now it's much better. And feel with gratitude that the whole life is healing you, is loving you, is supporting you. And then exhale again with gratitude. How wonderful, how blessed I am to stop my mind from making me miserable, and being able with so much strength to decide the way I want to be in this moment. Beautiful. Next step, we apply love, of course, love. So just try to acknowledge that the breath that you bringing from the whole creation is a form of love. And feel that this love is nurturing you, is caressing you, is softening you. From outside and from inside, when you inhale, and when you exhale, actually you say thank you. But when we feel so good, when we transform, we want to share it with others, so we give it to the whole creation, to people we love, to the planet, to the stars, to space. So we create an abundance of love and wellness in the whole creation, and of course in us. As you breathe with the awareness of love and abundance, it's a beautiful time to acknowledge those, maybe family members, friends, people you know that are not here in the physical body, but maybe they are there dying to help you, to love you, to caress you. Just acknowledge that you are loved by all spirits, angels, as well as humans. And no effort is needed. Love is normal, is natural. It's actually creation itself. So just feel that when you inhale, so much love comes your way. And when you exhale, you share it, of course. Now, if you started with some tension in your heart that came from feeling of loneliness or maybe another emotion, just check if there's any leftover of tension, of discomfort, physical, emotional, or mental, or energetical, in your system. And try to dissolve it more and more and more with the power of creation, which is you and around you. Now, if you want to really be precise and transform into very high vibration, so you might feel that your physicality is already very clean and very transparent, but maybe in the energy body, in your aura, you might feel some tension, vibrations that are not comfortable. So focus your awareness in or a bit out of the body and acknowledge and try to synchronize your whole energy body with the whole creation. Always the trick is to be clear about what you're aiming at or where is the blockage, and once your mind is observing that, is being there, the magic will take place. Yeah, as if awareness on the area of tension invite fusion and harmony. And the reason is because awareness is already pure consciousness, it's the purest energy there is. And the minute you're placing awareness on imbalance, it transforms into pure consciousness, pure energy. Okay, so clear everything, all aspect of tension that within you. Just place awareness on them and let them dissolve completely in the ocean of pure consciousness, pure being. Beautiful. And another point that is very helpful is the acknowledgement of other infinite being, pure souls, that we're sharing this meditation together, that we are a group of brother and sister on a spiritual community, and we're doing this work to support ourselves and support each other and support others. So always, even if we are not meditating together, we are together. So as part of the healing and transformation from tension to liberation, invoke the spiritual community, the spiritual sisterhood and brotherhood to support you when you feel down. So let's invite each other into this space of unity and just share the light and the love together. We must understand that the reality is what we think and what we say in our mind. So if we say, I'm sharing love and light with my spiritual community, immediately our energies are supporting each other, are uniting. Let's do it. Inhaling light and love together. Exhaling light and love together. And all with so much gratitude and pleasure, bliss. Because we are all one mind, one heart, let's invite all humanity to share with us this beautiful space of pure consciousness that is so much beyond loneliness and like sinking into the ego and the small person. Now we are one. We're acknowledging our unity. And we want to invite all humanity to be in this beautiful space of light, infinite consciousness. Invite and share. One mind, one heart. As much as we are in this state that we are now, during our day, during our life, the power we generate and the power we share is immense, is so powerful. Yeah, is much stronger than any word, any thought. Is the power of unity, of silence. And now in this beautiful space of pure consciousness which we're sharing, let's invite those who we know who needs healing, who need support. Just invite them into this space so they as well can enjoy and be healed from this beautiful energy we're sharing. Okay. And as we about to finish this meditation, actually what we're doing here can never be finished, of course, because the unity which we are is just what it is, cannot be changed. What can be changed is how much we are away from who we're supposed to be. And in order to support ourselves and live our life with that sense of unity, I'd like to recommend us all to pay attention to what we do as much as possible. To try to move out of this automatic thinking mind and to be present as much as possible. To bring more gratitude, on a mundane movement in our life. Just to say thank you. And to bring as much as possible this awareness of unity and infinite consciousness, which we are. If you are new for this circle, for this group, remember that we're doing meditations every morning at 7:30, and you can join you can join the WhatsApp group. Just let me know and I'll join you. Every Wednesday morning at 7:30 we do live meditation, and every Sunday at 8, like tonight, we do live meditation. As well, we teach how to see energy, how to work with energy, how to coach using energy, and how to use energy to feel that you are completely part of life, that you are life, that you are energy. It's a very powerful tool, especially if you're working with people. So energy reading and energy coaching is extremely powerful. You can go into our website and see the courses we're offering. Thank you so much. I didn't say hi to Virgil and to, sorry, it's a bit confused here. The words Reiki Zen. Okay. And a few other people. Patricia, my dear, hi. Okay. So, if I didn't say your name, it's not because I don't love you. Hi, Gertrude. Nice to see you. Okay? So, have a beautiful evening and all the best to all of us. And one more thing is that actually the recording of this meditation now is available through our website, and we start a subscription with a small fee, and then once you subscribe through our Infinite Being Academy website, then you can get access to all the meditation that we're going to upload continuously. So hope you subscribe as well, and looking forward to see you. Bye bye.